Hi guys, so you want to start a weight loss journey? Well, in this video I'm going to give you 5 tips that has helped me to not only get started and to stay on my journey, but also to lose 112 pounds to date. So stay with me guys. When we decide that we want to start on a weight loss journey, there may be just so much information out there. Everywhere you look, everywhere you tune into, there's just so much information out there, whether it be social media, the radio, magazines, books, talking to friends and family. There is just so much information out there, and it's really easy to get lost in knowing what to do, where to start and what's going to be best for you. There is just so much noise, and in this video guys, what I want to do is just start to clear out some of that noise for you to help you think about how you can get started on your weight loss journey. So my first tip is to think about your why, and this is really important, just to take that step back from jumping in and getting going on day one. I want you to really just, even before you think about what program you're going to do, whether it's counting calories, whether it's doing Weight Watchers or Slimming World or keto or paleo, before you do any of that, I want you to stop, and I want you to think about your why. Why do you want to start a weight loss journey? What is it that's driving you? What's the reason behind it? And take some time to really think about this deeply. It might be that you want to feel good about yourself. You might want to feel stronger and healthier. You may want to build your confidence and self-esteem. It may be that you want to start to rid your body of disease, like type 2 diabetes or other conditions that you have. It may be that you want to be able to sit in an airplane seat without a seatbelt extension. There could be so many reasons as to why you want to start your journey, and that why needs to be really deep and really personal to you. When I restarted my journey, my trigger was I'd gone on holiday and I needed a seatbelt extension, both in the bus, the coach, but also on the airplane, and it was just the most embarrassing situation. And then come Christmas, my son literally had to haul me out of the sofa. I was so heavy, I couldn't get out of it. And that was my trigger. That was what was my point at which I said, no more. I'm not living like this anymore. And that is what started me off. But as time went by, I started to think about my why, really shape it. And my why to date is that I want to live to 200. I want to live to a grand old age, but I want to be strong and I want to be healthy. I want to rid my body of disease, and I want to have my mental and physical faculties about me, because I want to be here for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, my great-great-grandchildren. And I want to be able to be there for them, but be the strongest and healthiest person ever. So my why wasn't about fitting into a size clothes or, you know, all the vanity stuff. It was really deep. I wanted to be able to get on the floor and play with my grandchildren, but also equally important, to be able to get up off the floor without assistance. So all of these were my why, really, really deep. But most importantly, I was doing it for me. I wasn't doing it for anybody else, but for me. And the why is so important, guys, because at those points on the journey, it can help you to shape the decisions that you make. So it may be that, you know, you are fancying, you know, something that you know isn't the healthiest. But when you then think back to your why, it can really help to just center you a little bit and make you really think about the choices that you're going to make. So taking the time to really know your why. And when you start your journey, you may not know your why straight away. Your why may be very limited. It may be that you just want to lose 2 or 3 stones. It may be that you want to fit into, you know, a couple of sizes smaller. It might be that, you know, you just want to be able to get up and down the stairs, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to know your why on day one, but over time, just keep refining it, keep honing it until it becomes so deep and so meaningful to you. That why is going to drive you and help you to never ever give up on you. So my second tip to you is to find your starting point, is to know the point at which you're starting. And that can be quite hard. It can be hard to say, okay, I'm going to take my measurements and I'm going to write them down. That can be really hard to see. It could be really tough to have to get on the scale and see that number. That is tough. And those two things were extremely tough for me when I started my journey. It was so tough, it was shocking, and it really brought me to tears. But over time, it was one of the most valuable things that helped me on my journey, because I had that starting point. I would also encourage you to take photographs. That is the one thing that I was too embarrassed to take, because I was just so big. I didn't want to see myself. I was in denial. But now, 8 stone lighter, I really wish I had taken more photos so that I have that comparison. So knowing your starting point is really, really important. No matter how difficult it is, just getting that point by which you can measure your progress by can be a real motivator down the line. My third tip for you is to plan, to create a plan, and multiple plans too. Your plan should be practical. It should be realistic. It should be fun. It should be something that you want to do. And it should keep you motivated and excited about your journey. It should make you really happy. And that plan, or those plans, can be around your activity, how you're going to build activity into your journey. It could be about your meals, the type of meals that you're going to cook, the type of meals you're going to enjoy. It could be around how you're going to start getting the sleep that your body needs to support you on your journey. It could be a plan about how you're going to fuel and feed your mindset. But create a plan. And it's fine to start having that plan in your head, but the sooner you can get that plan down on paper, the better. And with your plan, try and think about building a routine. And it might not be something really way out. It might not be, right, from today I'm going to start cooking, if you've never cooked before. It might be, it doesn't have to be, right, I'm going to sign up for a gym membership, if gyms are not your thing. Keep it realistic and practical. It could be that you say that maybe your partner does the cooking at home. It may just be, I'm going to have what they have, but I'm just going to bulk it out with vegetables, but just have a small amount. If you are a cook, it could be thinking about, okay, I'm going to just make healthier choices when I'm cooking. I'm going to reduce the oil. I'm going to have leaner cuts of meat. I'm going to just have roasted potatoes instead of fried potatoes. So yeah, the qualities and the quantities and the cooking methods might be part of your plan of how you're going to shift to a healthier lifestyle. And I'd also say, in terms of your planning, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start from what you already know. Start from a place of knowledge and build on that. Start from a place of what you have and build from that. If you've got kitchen scales, great, get them out, start weighing and measuring. But if you haven't, then use what you have. Maybe use your hand, which is an old-fashioned way of gauging your measurement. Go with that until you get to a point that you can have some scales. If you don't have a gym membership, that's absolutely fine. You know, if you can build in a little bit of movement, either a little bit of walking, it might be gardening, it might just even be moving around your house. Build from that. Build from what you have, that place of knowledge. In the past, when I felt that I had to just throw everything out with bathwater, I had to start eating low-fat this and low-fat that and sugar-free this and that, it just didn't work for me. And then it felt like it was burdensome and I wasn't enjoying it. But over time, I learned to eat the things that I love, such as the full-fat cheese, the full-fat mayo, but just having a smaller amount, just managing those portions. But have that plan to get you started, but also keep planning every week, every month, every 6 months. Just keep building that plan on how you're going to make progress. My fourth point is self-care. When we're starting on the weight loss and wellness journey, it can be really overwhelming. There can be a lot of new information to learn, lots of things to get to grips with, lots of things to understand, and it can be really, really overwhelming and really frustrating. Practice some self-care, pace yourselves. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your wellness and weight loss journey should be lifelong rather than for a short period of time. So take your time, just relax, and set yourself maybe a little goal every day to learn something about yourself, something about nutrition, something about the plan or program that you're going to embark on. And within that, just look after yourself and don't become overwhelmed. And my fifth point is find yourself a community. Find yourself a community that is going to really support you. When we get started on the weight loss journey, we can get really excited that we're going to be making a difference to our health. And that is brilliant. It's exciting to get started with enthusiasm. But after a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, it can get tough. It can get really challenging. It can get frustrating. It can get lonely. We can have so many questions and no one to turn to. So find yourself communities that one is going to champion you, that's going to lift you up rather than pull you down. Communities that's going to give you really valuable and knowledgeable and lived experiential advice. Find communities that you can connect with and that you feel safe in, because it can be really challenging on the journey, especially on those weeks where we feel that we're putting in a lot of effort and we're not seeing the results. That can really get us down. So find those communities that is going to be there for you and who's going to champion you and celebrate you and lift you up. So those are my top 5 tips. And the next point I'm going to come to is about the plan that you're going to choose. What program, what plan are you going to do? So just to recap, my first tip is to find your why. Take time to explore that why. Don't feel that you have to have it on day one. It can come weeks or even months later. Secondly, think about your starting point and take those measures of success, the photographs, the weight on the scales, your body measurements. It could be a check of your health as well, where you are with your health. All of these things can be your starting point. And my third tip was about planning, creating a plan for how you're going to move forward, how you're going to bring change about in your life, and setting tiny little goals every single day to help you to execute and live that plan. And my next point was about finding a community that is going to really support and champion you, who's going to lift you up and celebrate you. And my 5th point was around self-care. So what plan are you going to do? What are you going to do, guys? There is just so many different ways to lose weight. From counting calories, from liquid diets, to keto, to paleo, slimming clubs. There's just a myriad of apps. There's private coaching and programs. There is just so much. And it can be really difficult to find something that works for you. My biggest tip to you guys is to think about, how long do you want to be on this journey? How long do you want to be on the journey to lose weight? Do you want to just lose 10%, 20% of your weight and then give up? Or do you see yourself losing all of your weight and then giving up? Or maybe, just maybe, you see this journey, or you see your journey as a lifelong program. Something to think about, because how you answer that can help you decide what plan, what program is right for you. Also think about who you are. Are you somebody who likes that quick fix and to give up? Or are you in this for the long haul? When I started my journey back 38 years ago, when I was 18, I was seeing this as I wanted to lose a couple of stone and then I'd go off and live my life. And I did that. I gave up on my program just before I reached my goal weight. But what happened? The weight came back on. And I was in and out of different slimming clubs, and I've done so many plans and programs on the Cambridge diet, Exante, liquid, all these liquid diets. I've done Atkins, when Atkins was at its peak. I've done so many different things. Keto, paleo, the Mediterranean diet was another one. I've done so many things. And what I realised was that I was seeing it as a diet, something that I did to lose weight and then I'd move on. And that's why I say, think about how you are seeing this journey. So I got to a point in 2019 where I didn't want a diet. I didn't want a quick fix. I wanted a couple of things. I wanted to learn about nutrition. I wanted to learn about my body, and I wanted to find the foods that were going to support my body to lose weight long term and to keep it off. I also wanted a community that was going to really help me regardless of the highs or lows, and I wanted to make changes for life. And I found that with the Weight Watchers program, and that program works for me. And on that program, I've lost 112 pounds to date. And what I love about the Weight Watchers program is it promotes itself as a lifestyle, not a diet. But within that, you can absolutely make it a diet if you want to, but it takes work to make it into a lifestyle. Doesn't happen overnight. You have to work at it to be a lifestyle. But the other thing that I love about the Weight Watchers plan is the community. The community is incredible. Both the studio community, and I know that here in the UK there isn't as many studio workshops now, but the virtual community is incredible, and I jump on as a member several times a week, and I will listen in, get those tips. Sometimes I will, get involved and share my experience and my tips, but the support is there, and that has really helped me to keep going and making this a lifestyle. So guys, whatever plan or program you choose, whether you choose calories, counting calories, whether you choose Slimming World, Weight Watchers, whatever you choose, think about that question. Is it going to be a diet just for a short period of time, or is it going to be a way of life for you? Because that's how you can lose weight and keep it off. So guys, those are my top tips to helping you start on a weight loss journey, whatever plan, whatever program you choose to do. I think those top 5 tips will help you whatever you decide. And within all of those programs and those plans, there is going to be food. You just have to find the right foods that work for you, whatever the program or the plan is telling you. What I love about the Weight Watchers plan is no food is off the menu, and I love that. That allows me to have my cultural food and the foods that I absolutely love. So guys, what I will do is I'm going to pop some links in the chat box below. Feel free to check them out. Check out the Weight Watchers plan, and yeah, if you want more information, visit the website and check out a little bit more about their programs, and yeah, see if that is right for you. I will also say this video is not sponsored by Weight Watchers. It just isn't. Weight Watchers is something that I am currently doing. I've lost my weight on Weight Watchers. I've been in and out of Weight Watchers for many years. It's the program that I started my weight loss journey with, and left, did all sorts of things, was back and forth, and it's the program that 5 years ago I decided that is it. I've tried all the rest. This is where I am. This is the plan that works for me. So I'm not endorsing it at all, just sharing my experience, and I hope you'll find it of value. Okay guys, so I hope you found those tips of value. If so, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and drop me a comment below. Let me know what you feel is going to work for you. I am also going to roll out more videos, and I'm going to break all of those 5 down even further, and I'm going to add lots more content to help you get started on your weight loss journey. Okay guys, that's it from me. I'll see you very soon. Take care now. Bye.